Hey friends, it's Amber with Amber Marie and Company. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to decorate this beautiful sideboard for fall. We're talking all things fall, and you're gonna want to stick around to the end because I have a few surprises that are a little bit like non-traditional to do, how to bring the outdoors in just a smidgen, and then also how to arrange everything, because this is the #1 question I get asked. What do I do for my entryway? What do I do for my kitchen, my sideboard, down the table? Well, let me just tell you what I'm going to show you today. This application you can use in all of those places. First things first though, show us some love, y'all. Smash that subscribe button. You're gonna wanna stick around. We have a 100-year-old home, which I'm standing inside of right now, Amber Marie Manor, and we make all kinds of videos that show you about decorating and baking and beautiful living and a great lifestyle. I've got my beautiful sideboard here. I love this sideboard. It's painted in a beautiful navy blue, and I think fall items are just gonna really pop on this. And I talk about this a lot when I talk about decorating, and that's starting with a layering piece. You want to ground your actual fall decorations. So this is actually a mirror that hangs on the wall. You can see that. I still even have the price tag from the store on it. I haven't even taken that off yet. So this hangs on the wall, but for our application, we're going to use it by just actually laying it down on our sideboard like this. You have to be careful when you're putting a mirror on a sideboard or any piece of furniture, if it has the little sawtooth hooks or if it has any kind of hardware that might scratch your furniture. You're gonna wanna use a little round decorative felt pad to make sure it doesn't scratch any of your surfaces, okay? You gotta protect that furniture. You know, I usually talk about adding trays, but you know, sometimes you can find something that's unusual, like hanging piece of art or a hanging mirror, and use it like a tray. And that's what we're doing here. And then next, I'm gonna start with some chinoiserie. You know, I love the way blue and orange pops together. They're opposite on the color wheel, which means that they are complementary colors, right? I'm starting with this beautiful blue and white chinoiserie vase, which I absolutely love. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And that actually has some felt pads on it, because it's gonna go on glass. So you wanna make sure you don't scratch your mirror or anything like that. Now for the little secret of bringing the outdoors in, I'm gonna go find a couple of branches and bring them in. I'll be right back. Okay, I found some branches laying out in the yard. I'm gonna use these and I'm gonna put them right here in this vase. But first, let me show you just one little secret tip. Now you don't have to do this step, a little piece of styrofoam. Now you're gonna just stick this right down inside, and that kind of just helps your branches stay. Don't make the mistake of taking it completely out of the plastic. You don't need to. Let me show you what I mean. All I'm gonna do is just take the little top and open the top plastic. This keeps the styrofoam from just going everywhere. You know, sometimes the styrofoam can kind of be flaky, and as you put things in it, stuff's gonna go everywhere. Well, I just keep it just like that, because all I'm gonna do is just stick those little stakes right in the middle. I'm gonna drop this down. Ooh, look at that, it fits just perfectly in my little vase here. And then I'm gonna take those 2 tree branches and just stick them in. All right, friends, so I have a lot of height up here, you know, from the base to the top of my ceiling. We have pretty tall ceilings here, so I've got a lot of room to work with. Stick it in the styrofoam. Ah, there we go. I'm gonna take my second. All right, there we go. I have the beginnings of a fall tree right here. Now we just have to add some leaves. All right, so I want this to look like fall, so I don't need a lot of leaves, but I'm gonna add this little beautiful velvet oak leaf stem from Amber Marie and Company. I love this, it looks so realistic, and I think it's gonna look so pretty just to add a few leaves right up here. So I'm gonna take this. Now, of course, y'all, this is just, I'm showing you guys today, so I'm not taking off my price tags, but it's very important that y'all do that at home so it looks better than what I'm doing right here. I'm just gonna take that little stem, I'm just gonna wrap it around the back like this, bring some of those leaves front. I want those little sticks to kind of show, if that makes sense. And I'm just kind of wrapping this around, just like that. Do you see? I didn't even use anything to attach it. Now you can use something to attach it if you want to stay in a particular place, but I am not doing that. I'm just gonna kind of use the actual stem itself and wind it around my little branches, and then also have twigs sticking out. Now I only brought 4 of these home from the store, so I've got to be very particular about my placement of these, right? I want them to kind of cover up all the stems. I want some of my branches to show, but I don't have a lot of stems to work with, and that's okay, because I don't want it to be, you know, this isn't a tree in summer, this is a tree in fall where it's starting to lose some of its leaves. I'm gonna take one, coming over here on this little tree branch. Same thing, just using the branch to kind of hang it all in there and hold it all in place, just like that. And then my final stem, I'm going to use down here, kind of in the base to kind of cover up where I have those other stems. So you see I have stems kind of showing here, here, and here. Well, this one down here, if I stick it into my styrofoam just a little bit and maneuver it just right, it's going to help cover up some of those stems down here at the bottom, just a little bit. All right, so there's our little tree, easy. I did it with just 4 stems. Of course, if you want it to be fuller, you could use more stems, absolutely. You know, we love big and over the top, but for today's purposes for this video, I'm just trying to give you the inspiration behind it. Like I might come in with just 1 more stem right here, but I don't have it. I only have 4, so this is how it's staying today for right now. Okay, I have my beautiful center arrangement with just a few sparse leaves, and I'm adding my 2 ginger jars. And these are 2 ginger jars that I keep up here most of the time. And I'm gonna add, you know, varying depths of these. So I have this guy kind of in the back. I'm gonna move these 2 forward just a little bit. And I use those same felt pads on the bottom of my ginger jars to keep it from scratching this mirror. In the event that I wanna take this mirror and not use it as a tray, but actually use it on the wall, I don't want it to have a bunch of scratches on it. So I have 2 beautiful temple ginger jars here, and then my beautiful arrangement. Now it's time to add some florals and some pumpkins here to really make this amazing and beautiful. We're gonna start with a base layer of 2 beautiful garlands. I love these garlands because they have a mixture of colors on their leaves and they have a bunch of berries, which I think just adds so much to fall. I'm gonna start by just taking that garland and I'm just kind of sticking it right back here behind my vase. That's actually gonna kind of help hold it up onto my little sideboard here. And I'm just gonna twist this around and just kind of just snake it around here. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. And I'm not too worried about where all the leaves are, etc., because it's a working piece of art. So we're gonna just start with first layer and then we're gonna add more layers and eventually add pumpkins. Don't forget, you gotta fluff all of those garlands out. So fluffing means to take those little sprigs and separate them from that base really good. You want things sticking up and out, not flat. It's supposed to be 3-dimensional, not 2-dimensional. Okay, so see how I'm getting all of those sticking up. We want those berries to show. We're gonna add more stems and leaves, and we're gonna add pumpkins, so it all needs to be sticking out so we can see all of those beautiful berries and they can just come to life. I've got it all fluffed. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna start just exactly the same way in the back here. And I'm kind of crossing those in the back so that they kind of stick together just a little bit, doing like a little crisscross in the back, because this is a window, so I want to look pretty from the other side as well. And I'm just gonna snake this around. This is all wired, so it's all bendable. I'm gonna take and just poke those berries up one more time to give them so they're nice and showy. And then we're gonna add some beautiful other fall picks. Now this is where the magic really happens, because this is where this is gonna get nice and full and just really just leaf out and look so amazing for fall. So I have these beautiful picks. This is actually a grapevine pick that looks beautiful. And you can see it has these little tendrils that kind of curl out, which I really, really love. Isn't that so cute? I'm actually gonna take a couple of these, and because I'm gonna add these down here, so remember how I was telling in the beginning of this video that if I had some extra leaves, I might add them up in here? Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna give a little camo to some spots where I kind of feel like it needs a little bit of filler in my vase. And then this look is gonna continue down into my arrangement here. So then it kind of gives some continuance. Added just a little bit more fall picks and stems here just to make it just a little bit fuller. I have a lot of orange going on, so I'm gonna subdue that with just a little bit of a kind of a golden yellow color. Okay, so I'm just gonna take those pretty stems, those grapevine stems. I wanna have some kind of cascading off over here. I'm gonna fold that stem just like this. I'm gonna add another one in right about here. Have it cascading down and off my credenza just a little bit here, or your buffet or whatever you might be using your sideboard. See how I have that? And now I have some dimensions. So this one's kind of cascading down over here. This one's cascading out and up. Having those picks going up and down and all around is what adds a lot of life and character. See how I'm folding this one? And I'm actually folding that completely straight up. I'm gonna come in and kind of reverse this. So I'm gonna stick it back here in the back and have it coming towards the front here. And that's going to stick up and out. Now it's gonna camouflage that vase just a little bit, but that's okay. I've got a lot of blue up in here, so having a little bit of camo is okay. I'm gonna take another one, fluff it out, bring those leaves up. So I want you to see how I kind of do that. I'm kind of just bending, pulling up, and bending those stems to give them life. I'm gonna take this beautiful little guy right here, folded that little pick in, and I'm just gonna stick it right back in here towards the back. I'm gonna maneuver just a little bit so I have some of those other stems from my garland sticking up and out. I'm gonna kind of fold that down just a little bit so it's cascading really pretty down. All right, y'all, this is my final beautiful little stem here. I'm gonna add it right here at the end to complete this round. Of course, you can see I'm taking that up, bending those stems, giving them life, so it's not just a flat stem, okay? You wanna bend and curl just a little bit. I'm gonna take the end, fold it over. Now you can always clip the ends if you want to, but I like to use things over and over again and just repurpose them in different places in my home. Sticking that right underneath and then just kind of working it and popping it through this garland, okay? Like I said, I wanna have some stems sticking up. I wanna have some leaves cascading down, and I want those berries to show. So we're not covering the berries, right? That's why we have that garland. We want those berries to stick up and out, so we don't want to cover them, but the leaves, this color of leaf is just kind of adding another texture, another tone. It's just kind of accentuating what we're doing here. Now, I like to add various leaves. You can see here we have kind of an oak leaf, and then we have that grapevine, which looks kind of a little bit like a maple leaf. Now I'm gonna come in with eucalyptus because it's a round leaf shape, also another leaf color. And I'm just gonna add this in at those same points, just adding another texture, just poking that right in, right through. Gonna point it upwards just a little bit. It's making kind of like a little announcement. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just gonna keep adding them in to really fill this out. I'm just, you know, same concept, just kind of folding that through and just poking them in there so they're kind of sprigging out. And that's so pretty. I think this is looking gorgeous. I cannot wait to add the pumpkins. That's kind of why I say it's always a working piece of art. You see how this side it's coming up, the other side it's coming out. Maybe I'll even add one coming down as well, because I want it to just look as natural as possible. You know, sometimes if you get too symmetrical on arrangements, it looks too planned, right? And we know Mother Nature isn't exactly symmetrical. It's not all planned and all perfect. So I like to kind of give it that freedom of creative space where it can kind of go up and out and down. I love it. Okay, I even have one left. So at the very end, if we need this somewhere, I can use this somewhere else. Let's see what happens. All right, texture, y'all. We're coming in with some texture. This is actually called a mini berry spray. And this is just gonna add some really beautiful berry texture and kind of some soft gold and orange tones. And I'm gonna have it kind of cascading out of the end here, just poking that down, bringing it up just a little bit so it has some life and some movement. I'm gonna add several more because it's adding a lot of texture to our arrangement. I'm just using that garland as my base, that's it. So I don't have any grapevine or anything. I'm not attaching the stuff permanently. So I just want some of this to pop up and look beautiful for fall. And don't worry too, like you can see some of my little stems, you can see those, but y'all, we're about to come in with a bunch of pumpkins. So I'm not worried about that showing. If you're not gonna fill it with pumpkins, absolutely, you gotta worry about that. It doesn't look very professional, but when you're coming in with pumpkins like we're about to here on our next step, you don't have to worry about that. I give you permission not to worry. Adding this in. And of course, if you don't wanna use these little berries, you know, if you have a real pretty, like a millet or a, you know, some kind of a really pretty grass or a really pretty wheat stem or something like that, that would also look really pretty as well. In here, I'm gonna add this last one right over here, kind of coming up like I've done the other ones. That's what's great about using wired stems too. See how that's sticking up and out, makes everything look so much fuller. I have one last stem and I'm gonna add it right in here so I have something kind of cascading down and out, because I love a good cascade, y'all. I love a good focal point. Like I said, everything doesn't have to be even. Here, actually, I'm gonna put this, so I'm gonna stick it in front of that leaf So that leaf gives it just a little bit of a background. Now, y'all, we're at the time for pumpkins. Now, I'm not going to use real pumpkins. I'm using faux pumpkins. You could use real pumpkins if you have them, but I find that the faux pumpkins don't rot. They don't encourage any kind of flies or fruit flies or any kind of bugs. So I'm gonna use the faux pumpkins right now, and they're gonna look absolutely spectacular. Okay, the real pumpkin magic, here it comes. Now, there's no rhyme or reason to where I'm putting these, y'all. I'm just placing these pumpkins where I think they should go. Kind of left some little spots here that my pumpkins could kind of sit. So I'm just gonna take those and I'm just gonna kind of place them cascading. Now, if you really wanted them to stay and you didn't, if you have kids at home especially, you can always stick a little pick in the back and attach them, or you can actually just take and make 2 little holes and take a zip tie or a piece of wire through there. But here at Amber Marie Manor, we have dogs, not kids, so I don't have to worry about that. But if you did, you can totally make sure that it stays with this. But otherwise, I'm just gonna take these little pumpkins and I'm just gonna kind of create little spaces here and just kind of fill them in. So it just looks like this beautiful mass cornucopia. It's just gonna look really pretty all together. And like I said, no rhyme or reason, just where we feel like there's a little dead spot. And we wanna stick a little pumpkin coming through there to make it look bountiful, then that's what we're gonna do. So here is my beautiful, bountiful fall. And I mean, you could replicate the same look for a mantle as well. It would also be gorgeous, but I love it. I love all the pumpkins kind of cascading out. If you have more pumpkins, you can even fill in behind, because this is a window. Here, my sideboard's in front of a window where people are gonna drive by. So you could always do that as well. So it looks beautiful on both sides. But I love the way this turned out, y'all. Tell me what you think if you love it. I hope I gave you some inspiration and some great design ideas of how you can style your own sideboard. Think about this. This could be a mantle, y'all. This could be down your dining room table, wherever in your home that you have a blank surface and you're ready to fill it up and make it a beautiful canvas or a beautiful portrait. This is your inspiration. And we took the outdoors in, and I'm ready for fall. I'm especially ready for cooler weather, y'all, because it's hot in here. All right, y'all, thanks for watching so much. Smash that subscribe button, leave a comment. Question of the video is, tell me what you think about bringing in outdoors in. What do you love about fall? Have you ever added branches in your home? And let me give you a quick designer tip. Make sure, y'all, those branches have been dead for a while. You might even spray those branches to make sure there's no bugs, because that can happen too. So be careful and be choosy about your branches. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching. See you next time.